Welcome to Hollywood Bulletin, where today we hit the brakes on Hollywood drama and steer straight into one of the most gripping true stories ever to come out of reality television, because what happened to the stars of Ice Road Truckers after the cameras stopped rolling is even more jaw-dropping than anything they faced on the ice. Do you remember Ice Road Truckers? That adrenaline-pumping series that had us all white-knuckled on our couches as fearless men and women risked everything hauling massive cargo over frozen lakes and treacherous terrain. These weren't just truck drivers, they were titans of the tundra, risking their lives for a paycheck and paving the way for reality TV legends. From Alaska to the Northwest Territories, they conquered nature's most unforgiving roads, turning frigid miles into heart-pounding entertainment. But once the ice melted and the spotlight faded, the real-life stories of these brave drivers took turns that no one saw coming, some inspiring, others tragic, and a few downright shocking. Ice Road Truckers didn't just appear overnight. It began in 2000 with a 46-minute documentary special on the History Channel, which quickly captured the public's imagination, inspired by Edith Iglauer's book, Denison's Ice Road. The special pulled back the curtain on a hidden world where truckers dared to drive over glass, thin ice in the name of duty and survival. By 2007, the concept had grown into a full-fledged series, thanks to reality TV producer Tom Beers, with his gritty realism and high-stakes flair already proven in shows like Deadliest. Beers brought the danger of the Arctic highways into our living rooms. The first season followed 6 brave men navigating 2 months of brutal conditions, risking it all to deliver vital supplies to diamond mines and remote communities. It wasn't just TV, it was a weekly adrenaline rush. Viewers from the UK, Australia, and New Zealand quickly became obsessed, though ironically, Canadians didn't get Season 1 until a year later. By Season 3, Ice Road Truckers had become more than a series. It was a global phenomenon. Fans couldn't get enough of the high-stakes drama, personality clashes, and mechanical mishaps. But behind the roaring engines and cracking ice were real people with real lives, and for many, those lives took dark and unexpected turns once the spotlight faded. One of the most heartbreaking losses from the cast was Darrell Ward. He wasn't part of the original crew, but once he arrived in Season 6, Darrell's charisma, grit, and unshakable spirit made him a fan favorite. Born and raised in Montana, Ward had trucking in his DNA. His childhood was spent around harvest rigs, and he built a reputation for being as bold and unbreakable as the highways he ruled. Always one to say, any road, any load. Darrell thrived on pressure. On the show, his clashes with Polar Industries and his decision to start his own company made for can't-miss television. But what made Darrell truly special was his heart. He organized charity drives, planned appearances for Special Olympics convoys, and still made time to help strangers on the road. Tragically, in August 2016, while flying to film a new series about recovering abandoned plane wrecks, Darrell was killed in a small aircraft crash near Rock Creek, Montana. The crash also took the life of his co-pilot. It was a gut-wrenching loss, not just for fans of the show, but for the entire trucking community. Tributes poured in from around the world. The History Channel called him a beloved member of the family, and for viewers, he always will be. Then, there was Burke, a wild card with a sharp tongue, a sharper sense of humor, and nerves of absolute steel. First appearing in Season 7, Burke quickly became the series' resident daredevil, but beneath the tough talk and brash attitude was a loyal, quick-thinking man who once made sure his cameraman was safe before himself when his truck partially broke through the ice. Sadly, life off the road proved more dangerous. In 2018, Burke was severely burned in an explosion while attempting to make a cannabis concentrate known as shatter. The accident left him hospitalized with third-degree burns covering nearly half his body and caused over $60,000 in property damage. In court, he admitted the blast wiped out his retirement savings and changed his life forever. He was sentenced to 18 months of house arrest, a stark contrast from the open roads he once ruled. And who could forget Hugh Rowland, the legendary polar bear of the ice roads? From day one, Hugh brought brute strength, grit, and unforgettable one-liners. With decades of trucking experience, Hugh wasn't just a driver, he was an ice road pioneer, having built and driven on those frozen highways long before TV ever noticed. But in 2014, his career ended abruptly after a devastating crash, not in a truck, but in a pickup driven by one of the show's producers. Hugh suffered serious injuries that prevented him from driving ever again. Worse still, the crash damaged his marriage and led to a lawsuit alleging loss of intimacy and quality of life. The polar bear left the series, but his legacy remained, an unstoppable force who faced down nature and fate with equal courage. Then came Steph Custance, the rookie nobody believed in until she proved everyone wrong. Introduced in Season 10, the 22-year-old single mom from British Columbia had almost no trucking experience, but under the watchful eye of veterans like Lisa, Kelly, and Todd Dewey, she transformed into a fierce driver. From whiteouts to engine breakdowns, Steph didn't flinch. Her rise symbolized something powerful, that grit isn't measured in years, but in heart. After the show ended, Steph stepped back from the spotlight but remained a symbol of perseverance for fans around the world. Speaking of icons, none shined brighter than Alex Dybogorski, the only trucker to appear in all 11 seasons. Alex was the beating heart of ice road truckers. With his unmistakable laugh, endless tales, and larger-than-life presence, Alex was more than entertainment. He was inspiration, a father of 11, a grandfather many times over, and a deeply spiritual man. Alex never let fame change who he was. Even now, in his 70s, he reportedly still drives ice roads. He's written a best-selling memoir, speaks at events, and remains the gold standard for toughness with a twinkle in the eye. For Alex, the road never ends, it just keeps calling. And then there's Lisa Kelly, the queen of the ice, joining in Season 3. Lisa broke down barriers and built an empire. Petite, blonde, and fearless, she shattered every stereotype the male-dominated industry threw her way. A motocross rider, school bus driver, and pizza delivery girl before trucking, Lisa brought relentless determination to every haul. Off-screen, she took a break in Season 6, citing the exhaustion of constant filming, but came back stronger now. With over 2 decades in the industry, Lisa remains a role model, still trucking and sharing her journey on YouTube. She's more than a driver, she's a trailblazer. The legacy of ice road truckers isn't just found in the episodes still streaming today. It's etched into the lives of these unforgettable people, those who've endured crashes, fire, fame, and loss, and the millions who watched them do it. From the roar of the engine to the silent pain off screen, their stories remind us that true strength isn't just about horsepower, it's about heart. Who was your favorite ice road trucker? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another story that keeps history alive and reality chilling.